Page 76, Auld Lang Syne. 4/4 time, so there's 4 counts in a measure, a quarter note gets a count, and we're still in the key of G major, so all the F's are short. Let's take it one hand at a time and make sure we get the fingering and the rhythm and all that. In this first measure, the only notes that the right hand plays are the last 3 eighth notes. The D, the F sharp here, you're right there. The counting, I'll come back to that when I put the hands together. They've sort of combined both stabs together in that first measure, so you have to consider both stabs together in order to get the counting right, because neither staff has 4 counts in it by itself. It takes both stabs together to get 4 counts. I wish they wouldn't write it this way, but Faber does this a lot. Alright, we'll make it work. Measure 3. We're here. 1 and 2 and 3, and I hope you understand the dotted rhythms. If you don't, you need to go back to the method book and reach here and measure 5. Reach up. Now we're in this position. 1 and 2. Come down the thumb again. Now come back down. Measure 9. I want you to cross over here. I mean, you got to be able to do this anyway. So if you'll relax the thumb, you can get there. Another fingering you can try if you'd rather is on measure 8. You're here. Instead of this, here, scrunch up and use 4th finger here on the A, and then 2, 4. Now you're in position. You can just reach down. You don't have to cross over the thumb. I like that better. Then you lift up and come up. You're up here. Measure 15. And again, same fingering. I'm going to use 4th finger on the second A. 1, 2, 4, right there. This way I'm in position. Just reach down. I don't have to cross over. Of course, the fingering in the book is okay if that's what you want to do. I just don't like crossing over the thumb. And then measure 19, lift up and come up. And this last little bit with all these 8th note and that mess, I'll come back to it when I get the hands together. Left hand, well, the left hand starts out with here and then the first 3 8 notes. And that's it for that one. And then for the dotted half note in the second measure, the left hand plays that. So you just reach over the right hand, pretend there's a right hand right here, and you reach over in here. Okay, and measure 3, we're in G position. Or G chord, and the 5/7 chord in here, okay. Measure 6 is a 4 chord, you can do that I'm sure. Don't see a lot going on in the left hand until you get to the bottom with all the 8th note mess. Let's put the hands together. At the beginning, your left hand's here and the right hand's going to play those 3 8th notes, so you're here to start. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, they're all just 8th notes, just one after another. 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. As you're playing these, you got to get the left hand up here ready to go. Here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that gets 3 counts. With a fermata, you'd hang on that a little longer, or whichever. With a metronome, I'll double it and I'll hold that for 6 counts instead of 3. And then you lift up, get the right hand out of the way, and the left hand is here. So just lift up and move. And this part shouldn't be too bad at putting the hands together, I hope. Let's go down to the bottom of page 77, this last little bit. Starting at measure 19, you're here, and then you're here, here, and here. And all of these 8th notes is nothing more than a G chord, a broken G chord in different octaves. And when you learn to see these things, you know immediately what all those notes are at a glance. And it just makes reading music so much easier. So let's break it down. You have LH and RH for right hand and left hand, but you can also read the stems of the notes. So if the stems are going down, use the left hand. If the stems are going up, use the right hand. That doesn't work all the time, but it does work in a lot of cases, and it does work here. So at the beginning, it's the first 3 8 notes is left hand. It's a G chord. And 3 is a G chord here. And the left hand does G chord here. The right hand does G chord here. And the left hand goes up. All eighth notes, just a G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Just nice and even. Just a G chord is all that is. And at the end, if you don't want to reach up there, and don't lean when you do this, you just turn the torso and reach. If you don't want to reach clear up there, then in the last bit here, instead of this, use the extended position. That is, you extend out to the octave and you use 2 and 3. So the last 4 notes then would be here, and you can play it with the right hand. You don't have to reach the left hand up there. I'll leave that up to you. So if we do that, then it's this. Here, if you want, or use the left hand. I'll give you options. So you go through and put the hands together. Then get rid of the hesitations. As far as the articulation goes, they're just slurring this. This is all connected at the beginning. And then lift up, connect them up. You can lift up here. You see the comma after forgot? You can take a breath there. Now lift up. Connect this. Now lift up. Lift up. You have to move anyway. So you go through and put in the phrasing, and I follow the words. If there's a semicolon or a comma or a period, I think about lifting up. You don't have to, but usually you can lift up. Just a little bit of silence is all you're after. For dynamics, it's the melody. Well, the first measure, there's no melody, so it's both hands as loud. Whatever you think loud is, don't get carried away. And then come down to moderately loud for the melody. Then these chords got to be soft. Can you do that? We want to hear the melody. Now pick up to measure 11, you're loud here. This is where the eggnog and the champagne and all that stuff kicks in, and we're having fun now, and yeah, all that stuff, yeah. Till measure 18, you come back down, moderately soft, and this is everything now. The song ended at measure 18. On that was it. We're done. This is like a coda or a tag on the end of it, just an extra afterthought. And this, I suggest you start this soft and come up to moderately loud and back down to very soft. Very soft at the end. So I put in a swell in there. It's better if you get to know well enough that you can feel these dynamics and the phrasing too. Speed, it depends on how much we've had to drink, but it's too slow, but just enjoy it. It's a nice leisurely piece. You're ending the year and you're starting a new year, and everything's going to be wonderful and all. Okay, now they've added some pedal. Okay, why are we adding pedal? If you're going to use it, there ought to be a reason. And at the beginning, they're doing it more for the coloring, the overtones. I'm going to push the pedal down either as I play the note or after it. You have a choice, whichever. Try both. See what you like. And then lift the pedal with the note. At the same time, there's a little silence before you go on. Watch out on this notation. On the second measure, there's a fermata on the dotted half note. In the bottom staff, there's a fermata on the quarter rest. Don't get confused here. The quarter rest is part of the dotted half note time. It's in the first 3 beats. So it's not like you lift up here and then you got another quarter rest with a dotted half note. You don't. The dotted the dotted half note and the quarter rest end at the same time. And then beat 4 starts. So it's just here, and then lift up, pedal and everything, and then just go on. here. Now we have a little problem with this arrangement because I want to connect melody. And I can't because this note is needed in the chord. I gotta play it again. So I have to lift up on it. I can't connect it. For that reason, I'm going to suggest pedaling the first two, pedal this and lift up right after you play the first note in third measure. Just so I can connect it. That's all it's for. And I'm not pedaling this. You can pedal measure 6 if you want, because it's a longer note. We give color to longer notes, sometimes overtones. But lift the pedal up with the hands so I hear the phrase. And don't pedal that last note. And measure 10, same thing. I can pedal the long note, but lift up with the hands. I want to hear the phrase. I want to hear silence between them. And don't pedal the 4th beat. Same thing in measure 14. You can pedal the first 3 beats to lift up with the hands so we hear the phrase. And you don't need to pedal the 4th beat. And then in the last 2 measures, we're going to pedal all of that. So just hold it down all the way through. And at the end, the pedal and the key comes up at the same time. I got problems with that, but we'll go ahead and go with it. When you put in the swell, don't get too loud. Just come up just a very little bit and back down. There is a retardando in the next to last measure, so you're just going to start slowing down there. You have to be careful with these retardandos and things because they don't always put them exactly where they go. There isn't room here. The retardando, in my opinion, belongs earlier in the measure. So you're slowing down right here. When I'm doing this part, I'm slowing down. It depends on how much you want to slow down. I mean, it's a bit, I don't know. Experiment. It's a felt thing. There's no absolute start slowing down on this note. No, it's where does it feel like it should happen. And experiment with different places. Slow down at different spots and see what you think. I put a little slow down at the beginning here. I put a slow down there. It's not written in there, but I felt it, so I did it. Okay. I like to play this with you slowly. Let's double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. I'm going to double the value of the fermata notes. So we'll see it. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's just play it slowly together. You should be playing the same note I'm playing at the same time I'm playing it. We're not performing it here. We're just checking notes and rhythms. 1, 2, ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, go on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. Four, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 4, hold, 2, off. Now, there is a duet for this at the bottom of page 76. I'd like to play that sort of, and you play what we just played. The duet doesn't have anything in your first two measures, but I need us to stay together. I can't follow you, I can't hear you. So I'm going to play something, quarter notes or something, to keep a beat all the way through. And on the fermata, we're going to hold it 6 counts, and then we're just going to keep going and all the way through. I'm going to try and play quarter notes for the most part in places so we can keep the beat, so we can stay together. So I'll make something up, I don't know. But I'll give us 4 counts, so let's do this duet slowly. Just a little faster than we just did on the Play With Me is all. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and